Hello everyone, myself Vignesh Anand. In this video, we are going to see about the capacitive voltage transformers and their constructions and how they are connected in our substation or distribution stations. Then, coupling capacitive voltage transformers, which means CCVTs, and how their constructions and how they are connected in your systems. So normally capacitive voltage transformer in the sense uh, it measures the voltage in our system. It converts a transmission class voltage to a standardized low and easily measurable values, which are used for metering, protections, and control of high voltage systems. The capacitive voltage transformer consists of inductive elements and the auxiliary transformers, which step downs the higher level voltage to a lower level voltage. Uh, then the highly insulated electromagnetic transformers is quite expensive for reducing the cost. So in the case we are using the CVT. The CVTs are preferred for more than a 72 kV of your voltage, which means the bus voltage systems, and it is more economical than the electromagnetic type. The CVTs also serves as a coupling capacitors for for coupling a higher level frequency, uh, power frequency for your carrier signals to the transmission line. The carrier current equipment can be connected via capacitors of the CVT. Thereby, there is no need for a separate coupling capacitors. So, in transmission lines, higher level frequencies carrier signal transmission can be made through the CVT. The CVT in combination with the wave traps and are used for filtering a higher frequency communication signals for power frequencies. This forms a carrier communication network throughout the transmission line. Next, construction of CVT. High voltage terminals at the top, then high voltage and intermediate voltage capacitors, which have a number of stacks of capacitors, including your insulating mediums. Then electromagnetic unit, EMU component, shortly known as. Then intermediate transformer, which means your step down transformer. The insulation of a capacitive voltage transformer is made by a polypropylene paper insulation systems. This is impregnated with a insulator capacitor oil. High voltage terminals, the point where the primary voltage is connected with the CVT. Then the capacitors in the CVT is a higher voltage capacitor and the intermediate voltage capacitors as a C1 and C2. Then the electromagnetic unit, EMU component, shortly known as, comprises of a metallic sealed chamber inside which consists of a reactors or a inductor. This inductor helps to tune the device to a line frequency. The tuning inductor's value is chosen by considering the net capacitor at a power frequency. We can achieve a higher level of accuracy by tuning this device. The step down transformer. This is used to obtain a desired voltage for metering and protection purposes. The capacitor or a potential divider is placed across the line whose voltage is measured, where the C1 and C2 be the capacitors placed across the transmission line. The C1 capacitor is nearer to the transmission line and C2 is nearer to the ground. The output of the voltage divider act as a input to your step down transformer. The capacitor places near to the ground C2 have a high capacitance as compared to the placed at the transmission line. So C2 capacitor is very much higher than the C1 capacitor level. The high value of a capacitance means the impedance of that potential divider becomes low. Thus, low voltage passes the voltage transformer. Then this is your construction of a CVT. It comprises of a high voltage capacitance of a capacitor voltage divider, then intermediate voltage, which is C1 and C2. Then the lowermost portion we have a electromagnetic unit, which comprises of your damping circuits and ferro resonance circuit, and also secondary terminals are at the after the transformer, which means your step down transformer. We will have your secondary terminals at the end. This is all the overview of your CVT. Next, coming up the construction. So this is your C1 and C2, where C1 is connected at the HV terminals, which means your transmission line terminals. Then C2 will connected with your grounding portion. Then the compensating reactors, which is used for a tuning purpose, we are connecting inside your electromagnetic unit box. Then the step down transformer, which step downs very medium level of your voltage into a lower level of voltage, which means measuring and protection level of voltage as a 110 volt secondary. Then the ferro resonance damping circuit, which suppresses your sudden higher voltage level and also give a standard nominal secondary voltage. So for that case we are using the ferro resonance damping circuit or a suppression circuit. Then the secondary terminals 1A 1N 2A 2N represents your core 1 and core 2. This is your connection diagram of your CVT. Here the HV terminal at the transmission line, and C1 is between your HV and your intermediate portion. C2 is between your C1 portion and earth. Then the L represents your inductive element, which means your reactor. Then the step down transformer. In here the step down transformer primary will be get into a reduced voltage by this capacitors, which is placed across your CVTs. So in primary of your step down voltage will get up to a 12 to 20 volt, 20 kV, and then further it is stepped down into a 110 or a 120 volt as your desired secondary voltage as per your specifications. This is a overview connections of your CVT. Next is your value of inductance can be obtained from L is equal to 1 by omega square into a C1 plus C2. The voltage across the individual capacitor is V1 comma V2. So the line voltage divided by 1.732, which means VL divided by root 3 is equal to phase voltage, as the potential transformer is connected across your line to ground. The voltage across the capacitor C1 is equal to V1 Vp into C2 by C1 plus C2. The voltage across the C2 is Vp into C1 divided by C1 plus C2. Here C1 is greater than the C2, exactly to say V2 is lesser than V1 voltage. Thus the value C1 divided by C1 plus C2 is small. The low value of voltage is obtained from the capacitor C2. The low voltage can easily step down by the potential transformers. So in the sense, the step down voltage primary side will have a 12 to 20 kV, and then it is further step down into a secondary voltage 110 or 120 desired voltage. Thus if an electromagnetic unit is connected across the C2, then it is having a voltage range will be have reduced level of your voltage. So the output of your secondary voltage will depend on the impedance of your EMU component. The secondary terminal voltage is equal to Zm into a voltage across the capacitor C2 divided by Z1 plus Z2 plus Zm, where Zm is a magnetizing reactance of your EMU component, Z1 is your primary impedance, and Z2 is your secondary impedance of your EMU component. Then CCVT, coupling capacitor voltage transformer. It is only used for coupling a high level of frequency communication signal, and they are equivalent to the capacitive part of your CVT. The base box consists of a intermediate transformer, which will provide the final voltage via multiple tapped secondary winding. The series compensating reactor and the ferroresonance circuit control circuit, sorry, and also the base box is filled with the dried mineral oils, protecting the component from the environmental deteriorations. So normally the ferroresonance in the sense is a simply and effectively controlled by the utilization of low flux density designed magnetic circuitry and a saturable reactor controlled damping circuit. Series connected C1 and C2 capacitors housed in porcelain shells. The dielectric of the capacitor element is made up of a high quality polypropylene films or a paper and impregnated in a highly processed synthetic fluid. Then the high level frequency terminals for the PLC signal comes out of one side through a piece of resin that separates the capacitive unit from the inductive voltage transformer. So the EMU component comprise of your inductive transformers, series reactors, and then some of the auxiliary parts for a ferroresonance suppression circuits. So these are all the constructions of your CCVTs. Then coming up to the overview of your CCVT. This is your overview where the primary terminal at the top and then oil volume compensating system at the bottom, sorry, at the middle. Then the insulators are a porcelain or a silicon rubbers which is surrounded by the capacitors inside. Then the capacitors are C1 at the top and the intermediate will be your oil volume and bottom will be your, which means after that oil volume the next portion is your C2. Then high frequency terminals at the side which reduces the higher level primary voltage into a uh, injecting level of, which means a very medium level of voltage for your step down transformers. Then the inductive voltage transformers at the bottom. Then oil level indicators and the carrier accessories are given. Then the oil sample values and then the earthing terminals. Then the secondary terminal box at the bottom are given. So next coming up to the constructional diagrams. So the primary terminals at the top and the C1 and C2 capacitors. Then fourth one is your HV terminal, sorry, HF terminal, which is a high frequency terminal. Then fifth one is your inductive voltage transformer. Then sixth one is your ferroresonance suppression circuit. Then seventh one is your secondary terminal box. Then eighth one is your compensating reactor. So these and all the constructions how the CCVTs are in used in your substation. Next, advantage of using CVT. CVT device are less expensive than the potential transformer, which means electromagnetic type of transformers. They utilizes minimum space. Then simple to construct. The voltage level is based on the type of capacitive element that we are using. Then applications. CVT device has a extensive applications in a transmission power system where the voltage value ranges from a high to ultra high voltage. It can be used in your protective relays and automatic management system and also in a transmission line carrier signal communications also. So these are all the basics of your CVT and CCVTs. Hope you understand. I think so. See you in next video. Have a nice day. நன்றி வணக்கம்.